A very warm welcome to all of you for our very first episode of 7 Intention Series, 7 Conversation with 7 wonderful people from our Nirvana family around the globe. My name is Meera Nair, and I will be discussing about one thing that keeps us alive, and that is our breath. We take our breath for granted most of the time, and we must also realize that we breathe the first time when we are born, and we breathe the last time when we are gone. So breath is our anchor. Breath is our link, is the link between our mind and our body. And we are here today because we are so blessed to be breathing, and we are so blessed to be alive. So in Nirvana Fitness, I am breathing is the very first intention, and we start everything with this, and everything revolves around this. And to have our first conversation in this series, I have our wonderful Nirvana Education Specialist from France, Alexia Utnek. A warm welcome, Alexia, for this special celebration. I'm so honored to have you here.
Thank you, Meera. I'm very, very, very glad to be here with you all. I want to send a big bisou to everyone from France.
Ah, so nice. Yes, Alexia. See, I have met you. I've met you for the first time in India this year in February for our Nirvana Global Summit, and that was a very memorable trip for you, isn't it?
Yes, we had a very long, long, long trip to be with you, about 40 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Planes and late and so on, and we lost our luggages, so we were very, very glad to be with you in India finally.
And a big hug,
And a
right?
big hug, yes. But
Yes.
a sleepy hug, but a
Yeah.
big hug.
It was so. I remember you and David. David is Alexia's husband. Both of them were in. I think you all managed to buy some clothes from the airport, and
Yes.
until your bags arrived. Yeah, but it all ended very well. I know you did share with us that you had a lovely experience with all of us. So let me officially introduce Alexia. Alexia, as you know, she's our lovely Nirvana education specialist. She's also a flow coach, and Alexia has been a naturopath, and for the past 12 years, and she is very much into mindfulness, and she teaches yoga for children. And I didn't know about this. Interestingly, she is also a Reiki master. I didn't realize this, Alexia. When did you learn Reiki?
Oh, I learned Reiki 12 years ago, and this is a long life path because you began with sensation, energy. You know Reiki. What can I do with it? And life goes on, and Reiki
Yes,
grows. Yes,
yes,
grows.
yeah,
So
yeah.
today, Reiki is in my life every day, for me, for my family, for my clients, for my animals, because I do this because there is my dog sleeping
Yeah,
behind me.
yeah, I tell you, really, really, because we have got a few Reiki masters and people who've into Reiki in our Nirvana family itself. Because all about the energy. Must share with you. I've done 2 levels just for myself. I've done a little bit of healing, distance healing, but not at the level of as a master, because that needs a lot of dedication, right? So,
Yes.
so please share with us about I am breathing. Now you are into um, naturopath, mindfulness, uh, breathing, Reiki. Everything starts with the breath. So please do share with us this intention. I am breathing. Your
Yes.
take on it.
Yes. As you said, this is the first intention in Nirvana session, and for me, I think this is probably the most important because life is breath, and breath is life. And as you said, when there's no breath, there's no life. So we are dead. And we take it for granted that we are on an automatic pilot, and we go on our life every day without thinking about that. And we have to live it really, because if we go on life with speed, and we think about that and then about that and then about that, you can't have a real breath in the present and um, to be happy to live, so
Yeah.
simple and easy like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So for me, I am breathing. It's in the beginning of the Nirvana session, and it's here to remember the participant, even check each participant. So in French,
I know it's a problem, no
so
problem.
much,
Yes,
so
I understand. Yeah, yeah.
much. So each participant have to remember the very great importance to breathe. So it's here in the beginning to say, hey, hello, we are here, we are breathing together in a circle with big energy, and we are alive.
Yeah,
And this is
yeah.
the
Yeah. So,
biggest thing.
yeah. So breathing sort of um kickstarts what you're going to do. It clears out
Yes,
that
yes,
space and breathe, right? Yes.
yes,
So I also see that you deal a lot with children, and sometimes it's
yes,
difficult to teach children. I know their energy is like all over the show, and you need a lot of patience and understanding and your calmness as well. So when it comes to teaching breathing, about breath, because in our movement we have breathing technique, how do you explain to them?
children are very interested in first of all in health, in how to grow healthy, how to be a good person. So when you explain them that only with breathing and be quiet they will be healthy, they are wow. So just that it's the first thing. And after that, I teach to very young people because the youngest are 3 past half years old,
Really?
so near 4, and until 8 years old. This is my weekly group, and I have 10 people in this group, and how to teach to so young people what is inhale and what is exhale, because when you do yoga posture or even nirvana posture, you have to inhale at that moment and exhale at that moment. So what is inhale, what is exhale? So I explained it with a imaginative situation.
Uh-huh.
I tell them you have a flower, a virtual flower. So they imagine they have a flower in her hand or in his hand, and we have to smell the flower for inhale, smell the flower, and blow the flower.
You see,
So
I'm already breathing. I'm also doing it.
yeah, right, young
Yes.
Meera, young. So when we are beginning the session, the mindfulness session and yoga session, we are in a circle
Mm-hmm.
in a tailor seat, and we begin with the flower. So I say, take your flower. So
Okay.
children with the flower, virtual flower. So
Okay.
and smell the flower.
I have a flower.
Oh, blow on the flower,
Ah.
and then inhale, exhale. It's okay for them.
Okay. Okay.
So
I believe.
simple examples.
Yeah, I believe some of them who have taught children, they use the bowls, and they just let them play with it sometimes. You have that. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah.
I have sticks, special sticks for children, because if you give wood
Yeah.
to children,
Bang.
it's not possible.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
I have special sticks for each of them,
Okay.
and with the bowl we do
Uh-huh.
inhale, exhale. Yes,
Okay, so it's very interesting, because it's not like teaching adults. Now I know that you're an animal lover, and you are a horse rider, and you do horse jumping, right? Now
yes,
animals, like you say, your dog is sleeping, and we all know that the moment we play the Nirvana music anywhere, if you find any animals, they will just come close to you and they will sleep. And we had that in one of the master class. One of our students was playing. I mean, virtually she was listening to the music and she's doing, and this little dog, it's there on my Facebook actually, it's sleeping. It's so beautiful because they accept that energy. Now they also know your energy, right? Like, we don't have always a perfect smooth flow day. We also have our ups and downs, right? So when you're dealing a lot with animals, along with children, and especially animals, they can sense your energy, right? So
Yes,
how do you
yes.
tackle this when you are not so calm? How do you tackle this with the horses?
Horses are fearful animals, so if you are upset, if you are stress under stress, they connect with you this stress, and they are stressed. So if you want to go on their back in this state, it's not possible. So
Uh-huh.
it's possible, but horse will be so stressed and like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So when I go to with my horse, with Opaline, it's her name,
What's the name?
um,
Opaline.
Opaline,
Opalina. Okay.
I need to be quiet, and I have to be quiet. So the special way to be quiet is breathing. So uh, before knowing all of that about mindfulness, about breathing, about nirvana, I was a very stressed person about life, about job, about everything. I was very, very stressed. Now my life is different. I took awareness about my state, about to be quiet, about to be mindful, about to be aware of the life to be
Yeah,
aware of the life.
yeah, yeah.
And I I have to I have to to see that my horse riding is radically different, because before on Opaline was very stressed, very quick horse, very speed, and she wanted to do all quickly. Okay, I do that. Okay, I do that. Maybe with sometime with anger,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. And now, uh, I'm more quiet. I'm in awareness of life, of breathing, and Opaline is so quiet.
Wow.
And when we jump, this is not the same horse like 10 or 15 years ago.
Wow.
My coach said that this. She said, "This is new Opaline,"
Yeah.
and there were other,
All that's a
other. Yes,
transformation that's happened. Yeah.
yes, transformation.
Yeah.
So when I'm connecting with her now, I go with her. I don't climb up on her back, just
Mhm.
stand up with her,
And
closing my eyes and breathing. And I imagine I connect Reiki energy in my canal, so in my funnel, and Reiki energy go by my heart chakra to her heart chakra, and we are connecting, breathing together. And I ask her, "Can I climb on your back?" And okay, and I go, and we are connected. And now do horse riding with her is it's
not.
not the same.
Wow.
Very, very special time for me.
Because when you are saying this, I must share this with you. I used to go, I mean, this is like 14 years ago, 15 years ago. Me and my husband, we used to go horse riding. This was in Bangalore. There was a turf club, and we had these horses that used to go for the race, for
Yes.
racing horses. So once they are done with the race, then they are sort of brought to another area in that same place, but they are more for children to ride, to learn riding, and also for adults. So we used to go, and once I remember that I was on this black horse, and I can't remember the name now, but he just sped. So normally we panic, right? I panicked, but I just stayed and I just pulled it and I just remained calm, and I could manage it. Otherwise I would have fallen. And another incident that happened was one of the horses, because after the racing, and after teaching, the people who come to learn the riding, it had a kind of a muscle problem. So the owner wanted to put him down. really, put him down. But so this friend of mine said, Meera, you do Reiki, right? Can you do something for the horse? So I said, okay, I will try. I don't know what I'm doing, but I will try. So she took me to this hospital, and he was sort of tied to this corner. It is a tan one with a white spot on the forehead. So I just went and then I just placed my hand on the forehead. It took me about, its eyes closed, and I just connected with it. So about a minute, it was very calm. Then when I stepped back, and these friends of mine saying, "Oh, thank God it didn't bite you." You say, "Why?" "Yeah, he bites everybody. He didn't bite you." I say, "Oh my God!" So it seems like they felt that they could see the union, but thankfully the horse, there was somebody who was really kind, took the horse to his farm, and it was let free there. So this is, I tell
Yes.
you, animals do understand energy, healing. All this works with animals, and also babies
Yes.
also one,
Totally.
right? Yeah. So it's
Yes.
all about your breathing. If you are a stressful person, you go to a baby, the baby will say, yeah, I don't want to come to you.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So in your day-to-day life, what do you do, like every day? Like I said, how do you manage to keep your breathing technique? Like, I know that your work, you have your family, you have to send them to school, and what is your routine? Do you have a
Yes.
routine that you do?
Yes. First, my routine is with Nirvana, once a day, and meditating too. So even if it's 5 or 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I go, I shut down
Yeah.
and meditating. Even
Right.
if it's in my homework or work,
Yeah.
homework, no,
Yeah.
not
Work
homework, le bureau, desk.
yeah, at the desk, yes. Working from home.
Yes, I stay here and closing my eyes, breathing, meditating every day, to be conscious about, to be aware about life.
Yeah.
This is my routine exercise. Yes,
Yeah, once
yes,
you have that, and then you can just start your day with a positive note, right? So,
exactly.
Alexia, before we go, is there anything that you would like to share with our audience? A lot of us, a lot of them are listening in, they're viewing you. Is there anything, a tip or something that you'd like to share with them?
I want to share a message. Can I?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, of course.
Okay. Um, be mindful, be aware about your breath, and as you can, teach it to kids, because kids is the future generation, and they want to know that, and we have to teach them. So you have not to be a professional or a therapist or Reiki master or yoga teacher. You are just someone who know the breed is important, and teach it to the kids, your kids or all kids on your path. What you can do is that, and so that's what I wanted to share with
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I wish we had a lot more time, but thank you so much for taking off time. I know you're very busy, and we had to really schedule the time, right? So I really appreciate that. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for coming, Alexia. And
Thank
just,
you for
yes.
inviting me.
Oh, yeah, you're most welcome. Any day, any day. And I hope that we will get to meet each other again as a
Yes, meet
family.
again in
Yay.
India.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, okay, so thank you very much, Alexia. So
Thank
um
you.
yeah, so as you know, there are so many benefits, right, from for with deep breathing. It clears the mind, for one. It improves our sleep, it improves our immune system, and especially at these days, we really need to breathe. We really need to do deep breathing with all the situation that we are in. So and we have many more benefits. So your breath is everything. Sometimes you just have to stop and take a deep breath, and then your things will be put back into perspective. So thank you all so much for tuning in today. Please do share with us your take on this intention, I am breathing, your experience. Do comment, send a lot of love, share with us your positive energy, not only for us but for everyone around the globe. We will see you next week again for another conversation with another beautiful person from our Nirvana family. So let's appreciate every breath. Okay, Alexia, let's do this. Let's breathe
Okay.
together and be
Hey.
Tuki. Sending you all lots of love. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Alexia. Bye bye.
Thanks.